I have a small resistance band I enjoy exercising with, but I don't like how the loop closes in around your hand when you stretch it. So what I came up with is a handle. Stop it from wrapping around the hand. How do you get a handle on a closed loop? Well, what I did is take 30 foot of 1/8 inch cotton cord and crocheted a slip stitch, and you find a smaller diameter shoestring I just happen to have, smaller than the 1/8 inch. Bring the end through a loop that you pulled through, and you just tighten that up. Now you have a knot, and you bring the crochet hook and you line it up, and I found out this is the bottom. Crochet hook through, get it on first, bring the crochet hook through, bring the loop through, and make it a big loop to start with, and then with the next one to line up, we'll pull it through, go through a loop on the handle, and then this standing end will, about 3 fingers worth, wrap it around so that the long end is on the top. On the hook, pull it through the 2 loops, kind of tight. That's why I used a little bit smaller diameter. Get it through the 2 loops. Then bring the new loop inside. Bring it up, and now we're going to tighten this loop up. So here's the knot in. We're going to tighten that up. And then this bottom represents the running end of the first loop. We tighten it around. It tightens around that cord. And then we're going to pull the bottom of this new second loop, the new loop, tighten it up, bring it down to a comfortable diameter, or comfortable size of a loop. And then we're going to go up to the next 2 loops of the handle that we're making. Go through, bring the standing end of the cord up on top, hook on, pull it through, then bring it down through, and then hold that, and then it's the same pattern. This bottom is going to tighten the grip up around the new loop. Now that's tight. Now use the bottom, pull through, tighten up the previous loop, then slide it to a comfortable diameter. Once again, find the next 2 humps we're going to go through those loops. Standing end comes up, that makes it easier. Hook it on the crochet needle, bring it through the 2, then that comes up and through the previous loop. Hold the new loop with your thumb, and we're going to pull the bottom to tighten up the previous loop, grip around the new one. That's tightened now. And you're going to change, and we're going to pull the bottom of the new loop to bring that old, close it off. Then I just put your thumb there, bring it down to a comfortable size, and continue working your way up, and you just bury your ends in the crocheted loops, and you end up with a nice round handle to where now it no longer grips around my hand. I have handles. And thanks to my rehab instructor, who challenged me to take something that I learned from one part of my life and apply it in another. and she taught the group to crochet. And I played around and adapted the crochet to rope, which no one in the class used with rope. They use yarn, but you can use rope to solve my exercise problem.